Hello, my name is Abraham, and in this video, I'll be walking you through a front-end application that I made. I made this using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it's basically a journaling app that creates dynamic HTML through JavaScript. And I am using a library to create specific date formatting or dates that are formatted specifically, and that way I can keep track of my journal entries. But aside from that, I try to keep this very clean and simple. And as you can see, there's just a heading, an H1 heading, and a very simple and easy to use navigation menu. And down here in the main, that's where all the dynamic HTML gets put into, and the footer is just going to hold the amount of entries that we have. And this is my CSS. Once again, I try to keep this as simple as possible. So this is what I came up with. And this is the actual JavaScript code. First, I have some variables that target specific elements. And I also have some event listeners here. And then I have code for creating new entries, for displaying the entries, for saving and loading, and also deleting entries. So yeah, this is the JavaScript code that does all of that. Now let's take a look at what actually shows up on the browser once this gets deployed to it. As you can see, it's very simple. It has the heading and the very simple navigation menu. And we can create a new entry. We can read the journal. If I click on it, there's no entries yet. It's newly loaded. I can save the journal, but it'll show me a message. There's nothing to save here. Not yet. We have to create a new entry. And then, of course, we can load the journal, and the window appears for that. But we don't have anything at the moment. We have to create a new entry first. So I'll go ahead and do that just to show you how it works. It has an entry, a field to enter a name. So we'll just say something simple like that now. And we'll just say that. Then we'll add it. And this should add it to the list of entries. And then it should clear the page to let us know that it was accepted into the list of objects, of entry objects. And as we can see down here at the bottom, it says entries is one. So now we have one entry. So if we go to the read journal, it should appear, and there it is. So let's create another one and say something simple, just so it's there. I went today. And we'll add it to the list. And as we can see down at the bottom, we now have two entries. And again, it should appear in our journal. So there it is, the title, and both of them have the date that's created by the Day.js library, and then the actual content of it. And we do have a delete button, which if I click on it, it deletes it from the entry list, and it updates the entry amounts down at the bottom. So I'll go ahead and create another entry. Let's see. I am doing well. And we'll add it, and we can see it worked. There's two entries again. And it should again show up. There it is. So that works. Now we'll try to save it to our journal, see if that works. And it did. It downloaded perfectly. What I'll try to do is I'll try to refresh this so everything gets back to a beginning state. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to load that journal that was created, downloaded. There it is. It gives me a message that says that the journal loaded successfully. And then I should be able to read it again. And there it is. So I'll go ahead and I'll open that JSON file just to let you see what that looks like. and that is the JSON file that gets created when the journal is saved. And once again, I'll go back to my HTML and I'll show you where all of those journal entries get injected into or placed into. It's in the main tag down here. So I think that's it. That's a basic tour of what this application does. Again, it's just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to handle the dynamic functionality. And I'll let you see that page again. Now we can create a new entry, read, we can save, and we can log. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.